I have some thoughts about this game. I feel like it is a very good game. First off, the game overall, yes, it's a good game. Uh, for small studios, there's like something. I would just get off like the minor stuff first, like the things that I'm just nitpicking about. First off, sometimes there's like cameras issues where I feel like for a parry game, for a very heavy parry based game, it shouldn't there shouldn't be like camera issues where sometimes there's like left, middle, and right camera angle if a enemy try to attack you. But sometimes the camera will make the character model blocking the entire enemies, and there's like a chance that you cannot see their weapon when they try to swing at you. Where if you want to parry, sometimes you really need to know that split second to parry it. So I think the camera definitely have some problems. You can see that they did not like polish this, or at least they did what they best could do. But I think it can still like improve a little bit. There are some camera problems. Some monsters has like too much visual effects, I would say, that you can't even really see where they are trying to hit, and makes it very difficult to predict. And this game is extremely punishing for people who try to like play parry based, even though it's extremely rewarding at the same time. But there are times where I feel like the game is working against me to try to achieve that. And it's not like a skill issue, it's more like the game makes you difficult to see something happens. And I just simply don't think this is like it's something that they definitely need to look on if they want to like create a sequel out of this. I do like how they make the combat system, the Lumina system, and about the what's that thing called? The pickle, yes. It gives you like a ton of build variation. You can build a lot of stuff. That Mayo is probably like the most OP one. I can see you can definitely like break the system with her, and I'm pretty sure like when I search online, there's probably like a ton of things. How come gameplay animation is like a bunch of Koreans? Did they send it to like outsource to some Korean studio to make it? I mean, Koreans nowadays are pretty good too. Which one I have like the most problem with is like the lantern guy. You know, before Gustav died. That thing is like the one of the pinnacle moment that I feel like this game has some sort of camera and blocking view issues, where the character itself is like there's like too much effects and stuff, and you can't even like see his weapon trying to reach you. So yeah, but I would say the combat system, it makes turn-based combat more innovative. It totally changed how you play a game like this. Sometimes the problem about JRPG is like they are extremely long. Sometimes it can be boring. You have to like keep leveling up the same thing, same shit over and over again. Whereas this game, I don't feel like you really need to farm yourself way up. You don't have that working mentality like most JRPG has, which is like you kind of have to work your way to reach that level so that you can get through the bosses. Where in this game, I think the progression system is fine. I think you don't really need to farm yourself out to reach the level that the main quest require you to do. However, I would say it ended a bit sudden. That the entire game feels like Act 3 feels really short. Actually, the Act 1, Act 2, Act 3. Yeah, Act 3 was pretty short. I would say that. There's only like one main quest, and then there's like, that's it. You don't really have to go to anywhere. I didn't even finish the every side quest. I actually like quite kind of interested in doing all of that, but I just turns out it was the end of the game. Who would have known? So yeah, that's this is like something I have with the game is that like it feels a little bit short and rushed in the Act 3, and whereas like Act 1, Act 2 is like properly like telling you the story. But to be honest, the entire story's premise is based on, the myth behind, Mao and the entire paintress thing. And so if you try to, I mean, once you know the truth, I guess it's like really hard to keep writing on what's going on, what's gonna be happen. But I honestly feel like there's something about the sisters and stuff. But turns out it's just like one scene in the main quest. I'm pretty sure you have to find it in other places. I don't know. I just feel like it ends too abrupt, and I feel like they should make the game, the Act 3 at least, like prolong a little bit. So yeah. As for the story, I feel like not much issue. Like both endings is like alright. Let me just load back the save. We'll see what happens when we try to take down Verso. This is like even worse, to be honest. It's nothing good. Yeah. Oh yeah, speaking of cutscenes, the problem is that I don't really like the pre-render cutscene. I feel like the game has so many like costume choices and stuff. They have to give you like customization, anything, or and like things like that. I feel like I really wish that they can give you some real-time cutscenes. Like I get it. Like 70% of the game, I would say 80% of the game's cutscenes are like real time, and some of them like, but when they cut it, it's still like, am I like back to like 2010 or something like that? I wish they can like do this improvement in the next game. Yeah, just like a really small minor thing to talk about. But yes, pacing wise, pretty good. But the story, once you reveal the secret, I feel like it's kind of like die down a little bit, but which is kind of acceptable because how this writing goes. It's it's the biggest myth, and once it's solved, it should be closed all to the end. But there's like some other like little things that I guess you probably need to go back to the doing side quests to know. So yeah, that's what I think about this game. Great game. Definitely should try it, especially for this price. And if you have Xbox Game Pass, it's on Xbox Game Pass. So yes, go enjoy it. But however, if you ask me whether or not this game is like game of the year, I'm still more lean to Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. But I would say this one, it's more like the general public will it's more acceptable with this game, and they will probably recognize this game more than Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, because Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is like a really really small subgenre, which is like historical, medieval, realistic, all these kind of things. It's not working well for like game of the year if you're talking about like, because general public just don't really give a shit about these games. However, speaking of Kingdom Come Deliverance and between this game, both are RPGs. I would say this game, if you ask me, even though general public will like this theme more, I don't think general public will like playing. I feel like this game is harder than Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, if you get what I mean. Because Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, to me, is not that difficult. Whereas this game, I feel like, damn, this game is difficult. And I'm so serious. I feel like if you just pick one guy to like play both games, I bet like Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 will say it's the easier one. Because this game is extremely punishing if you can't parry or can't dodge. I don't know whether or not whether the easy or the normal difficulty is something like that. But I'm pretty sure if you play it on expert and when you compare it to Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, I would guarantee to say that like most people would probably have a much better time when they are playing Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Just simply because the game is much easier. Like the counter system is like easier. You just need to like make sure your early game to be find good armor, get some money, where to steal it. Like you can do a lot of things to make yourself strong in Kingdom Come Deliverance. Whereas this game, you kind of have to get good. And sometimes it doesn't even matter get good or not, because I feel like some bosses are like the timing on some of the bosses' attack is like absurd, and to be honest, you kind of like have to get shit on a couple of times to know what you should do. Whereas in Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, I never have the feeling that I have to get shit on to know what I'm gonna do. Maybe I play Kingdom Come Deliverance 1, of course, that could like be one of the factor, but also I feel like there's like more ways to solve problems in Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, if you get what I'm saying. Whereas this game, like, you really have to like master the system. You really have to like be good at dodging, be good at parrying. Otherwise, you're just like not gonna get the optimal outcome. And solving quests in this game is like more linear, obviously. And whereas this is like what Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 generally excels at. So, but I would say this game has a high chance to be Game of the Year because GTA 6 is now out of the table. It's confirmed that it's released in 2026. I think this game could have huge potential to be the winner. But in my eyes, I feel like Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is like better. It's just if you're talking about Game of the Year material. But both are great games. You should definitely play both. And yeah. That's it. That is my thoughts on this game. It should be, in a subjective way, Game of the Year. But no, not subjectively. Objectively, it could be, and will have like a very high chance to be Game of the Year. But my personal preference, I think Game of the Year should give it to Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. But we'll see what happens like later this year. Is there any like major release in this game? Like major release of some game that could like reach these two games? We'll see about that. Maybe it's Assassin's Creed Shadows, who knows? Maybe Assassin's Creed winning Game of the Year finally. Who knows, man? Like, things could happen nowadays, right? Damn. I really like this game's song. Don't you guys think they are like always like so good to listen to? So yeah, that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.